Hi, I'm Michael Parks with Agency Arms. I'm one of the owners, and you're watching RedWolf TV.
Hey guys, Tim here of RedWolf TV. Now you might have seen this replica in movies like Matrix and Bulletproof Monk and across so many computer games. It's something you wouldn't see very often even in the real steel world, but if you do, you want to grab it immediately. Today's Blast from the Past episode is all about the Western Arms Desert Eagle gas blowback pistol. The Western Arms Desert Eagle was manufactured in the era where licensing wasn't an issue, so you can expect all the correct markings on the right and left side of a slide, as well as the .44 at the front and the correct markings on the grip, which is bloody massive. Since this GBB is in its 20s, nearly as old as I am, don't expect it to be made out of metal, as it has a full plastic body, though it does come with a 30-round full metal magazine which you can charge from the bottom. Feature-wise, this Desert Eagle, very simple. There are serrations on the back, so you can only pull it back from the rear. You can pull it back like so, only because the slide is so light. The one thing you'll notice here is that the slide travels as far back as the real steel version. This is something that you would not find on the Tokyo Marui version. The slide release can be found on the left side as well as the mag release, but I leave it like this only because you can power stroke it. It also has an Ambidextrous Safety, which has serrations on it, making it easier for smaller hands. I love the Desert Eagle, especially the way this version looks, but one thing I'm not a fan of is the texture of the plastic, though I should let that go considering how old it actually is. One thing I wish it had is hop-up. Most Western Arms GBB pistols will have hop-up. This particular version does not. How do I know this? Well, if I pull the slide back and then push the pin on the left side and swivel the latch on the right, release the slide, remove the barrel, you will notice that there is no hop-up nub, absolutely no hop-up adjustment. And putting it back together is really simple. Just slide it along, pull it back a little further, swivel it, and I think that's about it, folks. It's probably time to take this to a range and chrono the thing. For the chrono test, we're using 0.2 gram 6mm BBs with green gas. Being so old, the gas pistol was far from consistent, as it started at around 360 FPS and then lowered itself to just over 300. We are now at Milsim CQB and Training Center at the 10-meter range, not the 20-meter range. This is because the WA Desert Eagle does not have hop and the FPS is rather inconsistent, so the BBs will be wavering left to right. So what we're going to do is an inaccuracy test rather than an accuracy test. The sights also sit really high, but what I'm going to do is aim directly at the middle and see where BBs go from there. Alright, just as I thought, the BBs are going all over the place. We do have a small bunch here and here, but there are 2 holes outside the black ring. This must have been amazing 20 years back, but it just goes to show how spoiled for choice we are these days. So now I'm going to focus more on how it feels as I pull the trigger. One thing's for certain, it's really loud. I was expecting it to be a little snappier, considering how light the slide is. And that wall is really hard to find. That trigger pull is somewhat squishy. No, I found the wall, but it's very light. There's the reset. A lot of slack though. it locks back. Still feels very good. So how would one conclude with the Western Arms Desert Eagle GBB? It sounds fantastic and it feels alright. And when it comes to FPS, it's not very consistent, though in terms of accuracy, it'll do fine in a CQB scenario. Will it compete with any modern day GBB pistols? No. But will any modern day GBB pistols be as cool as the Western Arms, Tokimuri or KWC Desert Eagle GBB? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. See you guys on the next episode of RedWolf TV. Porn Stash out. G&G really stepped up their game when it comes to the MG42. To know what it's like, click on this video. The RWA KG9 will bring back lots of memories from old school airsofters, and this one can shoot up to 70 meters. You don't believe me? There's the proof. Can the gold match live up to expectations in comparison to the Tokyo-Marui 5.1 high kappa? It did better than most expected, so click on this video and you'll see what I mean.